Hey everybody, this is Piper here, and today we're playing some Rome Total War. This is actually a battle replay. This is a 3 versus 3 battle, and I played this on Steam a few nights ago. So something a bit different in this battle. We have Dacia being played, and I've actually taken Dacia today. What actually happened was I was actually last to pick, and on our side we have Rome, Carthage. We're fighting against two Roman factions and Armenia. And I was trying to think of a good faction to counter Armenia, but make it equal, like make it a bit fairer, because Armenia's not the best faction in Rome Total War. I didn't want to bring Rome and make it unbalanced, so I thought I'll give Dacia a go. So what we'll do is we'll go through the armies and the players fast. I've gone with Dacia, basically gone with a lot of chosen swordsmen, so that's 10 chosen swordsmen, 4 archers and 6 cav. So chosen swordsmen are gold, 1 chevron. The archers are, I think they're gold attack I think. 5 barbarian warlord, and they are gold with, I think they're 1 chevron. So they're fairly powerful. They're not as good as Cataphract, but they are fairly powerful. And we've got a unit of missile cavalry, the Scythian mercenaries left flank. They're gold. KING-TALO, a fairly standard army, a lot of urbans. He has the legionary first in the centre, that'll provide extra morale, 6 cav, and the cav are gold, 1 chevron looks like, and the 2 archers. He's got a unit of urban cohort, 2 upgrades, probably silver defence, as Pila shield, and the 2 archers obviously gold attack. Mystique. So I think Mystique's actually a female. I'll refer to Mystique as she. If I'm wrong in that, I do apologise to Mystique, but I've heard other players to refer to Mystique as she. So we'll go through Mystique's army. Obviously, Mystique's chosen Carthage. So 4 cavalry, 4 secret band, and they are gold, and they are 1 chevron. A lot of sacred band spearmen, and they're gold, 2 slingers, and 2 units of Numidian mercenaries. You don't often see light cav brought in 31k. Light cav is very important in CWB. It's good for chasing down enemy archers. They have a lot more stamina than heavy cavalry. They're faster as well. They have uses. Their uses are kind of limited at 31k. But we'll soon find out how Mystique uses these units. And these are actually one of the best Jav Cav in the game. They're very good skirmish abilities, and they're okay on the melee stats. So we're playing against Hannibal, Thorn, and segrumseven. And I think segrumseven is actually a player called SR. SR is actually a well-known 31k player. So we'll go through the Armenian army fast. So Armenia has 6 Cataphract, and the Cataphract are actually, looks like they're fully upgraded. 5 peasants, which is quite unusual at 31k, and the rest are urbans, and the urbans are gold with 1 chevron. So Thorn has a standard Roman army, 6 cav, rest urbans. Hannibal has 2 archers, so we have good cavalry, 2 archers, rest urbans. So Mystique's actually brought round her Numidian mercenaries, and these guys will be looking for quick attacks against the archers. If any of these urbans rout, Mystique can use these light cav to chase them off the field. I've got my Scythian mercenaries going for shots against the Cataphract. So obviously with this kind of army, Armenia is going to go for the mass rush. The peasants are there for Pila fodder, looking for the charge with the Cataphract, and the legionaries will back up the Cataphract. So I'm basically going to withdraw my Dacian army. I've got the 4 units of archers. I really want to get shots in for the archers before I engage with the melee. So the Armenian player is quite a smart player, really pressurising our right flank, not giving us time to use the archers. So Hannibal taking some shots there from our archers. So Talos is trying to hit the Scipio cavalry, and he's got actually a few kills there. Because he's firing left to right, he's actually bypassing the shield, and Hannibal actually lost some more troops on the retreat there as well. You just see there's 3 more cavalry killed there. So he's taken down one of the units of cavalry down to 43. It's quite a good kill there on that unit. And Mystique using the cavalry really well, using 1 unit of Sacred Band cavalry, and he's actually routed a unit of Archer Auxilia. And she'll use her light cav to chase these guys off the field probably. So right flank, we've got the Cataphracts, and they've gone in for a charge against our right flank. And that was really good play there by the Armenian player. You check out our army is very bunched up. And any time that your army is bunched up, getting attacked, getting pressed in, you actually lose more troops. We've actually kept formation. We've actually done a lot of damage to the Cataphract. We've actually routed a unit there and taken that unit down to 40, that unit down to 34. So we've done a lot of damage to the Cataphract. So Talos is going to move in against the Cataphract and the Armenian Legionnaires. I have some units of Barbarian Warlord. They're actually attacking the rear of the Cataphract, but the Cataphracts are a lot better than the Praetorian Cavalry, and they've actually routed. And Thorn actually had some Praetorian Cavalry in there as well, plus having so many extra troops here actually routed a lot of the Praetorian Cavalry. So Talos is going to move over some urbans to back up what remains of his cavalry there. And you see here, Hannibal actually outflanked on the left hand side. He's actually bypassed Mystique, gone for Talos' cavalry in the centre. And that was a good combined attack there by Hannibal and segrumseven. The only reason why these guys haven't routed is because of this unit here. Talos brought the unit of Legionary first, and these guys give a lot of extra morale to surrounding units. So the cavalry probably would have routed if the Legionary first wasn't there. So that was well played by Talos, making use of his command unit, and he's got 2 units there of urban cohort, and they're going to catch the cavalry when they come out. That was good play by Talos. I've got some chosen swordsmen right here, and there's not really much I can do in this situation. I'm getting bunched up, but I'm kind of getting double teamed by Armenia and Thorn. So trying to use the chosen swordsman to get as many kills as I can, but obviously the hammer and anvil is going to do a lot of damage to my chosen swordsman. We do have the 4 archers at the back, and I switched these guys to flaming arrows, and they're getting some good shots in. I think what we're targeting the cavalry. So we're going to go for cavalry shots here, and trying to get as many shots as we can. And well played there by Mystique. Hannibal is using his cavalry here to attack the rear of Talos. And that's a good play, because they're doing a lot of damage to my army, doing a lot of damage to Talos on the right flank. However, Hannibal's left his own urbans vulnerable, and these Sacred Band are actually very powerful. They're actually gold with 1 chevron. So they're actually fairly powerful, and they're only winded and warmed up. So they have a lot of energy left. The Cataphract are very tired now. Obviously we're getting a lot of flame shots in. That's doing a lot of damage. And that's one of the things about bringing no light cavalry to any game. Light cavalry is fairly limited in 31k, because you don't really see archers being brought that often. Heavy cavalry, I mean, these guys will have a hard time catching up with these units. I actually stopped these guys to fight in melee just there. But the more the cavalry chase down archers, the more tired they get. And it means that when these guys come back to fight the enemy cavalry, they'll be quite winded and exhausted. So you tend to really want to use light cavalry to chase down archers, or leave archers to the end. once the enemy cavalry is taken out, and then it doesn't really matter if your cavalry is exhausted. So basically my army's annihilated. I've got a unit of city mercenaries here, got some archers around the back. Talos is basically holding the line. She has a lot of sacred band left, and these guys they're in proper formation. These guys are a bit isolated, but the flanks are secure, and there's obviously the sacred band cavalry on the left hand side. The unit slingers are as well. So the Thorn's cavalry is actually routing there. They're actually fairly tired. Got a unit of Cataphract. They're actually exhausted. They might come back from routing, but they're so tired they'll actually be fairly ineffective versus the enemy. Got the 2 units of Numidian mercenaries. So these guys are actually probably there as a morale deterrent against the Urbans. So these guys have actually gone in for a charge against the Urbans, and it's unlikely these guys will actually win. They're only light cavalry. They have good melee stats in comparison to militia cavalry and pointed light cavalry, but against heavy cavalry they're fairly limited. So it might be better for Thorn, for Mystique, to actually just keep these cavalry in the back, do morale damage. So Thorn's going to use her cavalry to try and kill these units of Urbans here and then make a defensive box. They've got the units of segrumseven coming back. They're fairly tired. All the Sacred Band are fairly fresh in comparison to SPQR, and having the cavalry around the back is actually caused the SPQ army to actually rout. So that was really well played by Mystique there. So there's a lot of Urbans routing there. There are still a fair number of Armenian legionnaires, but they don't have the same stats as the Urbans, and the Sacred Band are very powerful, and the legionnaires, once they get outflanked, they'll probably rout quite easily. So that looks like it's going to be game over. There's still a unit of archers there. There's some units around the back here. There's some units of peasants. I've got some archers. I've got a fair amount of archers left. These guys are fairly good in melee as well. So that's basically game over. That was really well played to everyone. I'll speed this up. We'll check out the end kill results. That's the player's admitted defeat right there. That was really well played to everyone. You don't often see Dacia played at 31k. I'm not the most experienced playing with barbarian factions at 31k, but very well played to Mystique. I thought Mystique played exceptionally well. Good use of the cavalry at the start, outflank on the Urbans that Hannibal was fighting the Sacred Band pike, and well played at the end, bringing around the cavalry and getting the rout against SBQR. Well played to the opposition. I thought Hannibal, Thorn and Seagram played well together. Very good selection, very good army selection by Seagram. I thought the 6 Cataphract field upgraded, quite interesting idea, and it was quite effective versus Dacia. And it was a great charge, great combined assault versus Talos's cavalry in the centre. It's just the fact that Talos had that legionary first that actually saved his cavalry from routing. So very well played to everyone. Hope you guys have enjoyed this battle. There's the kills result right there. Definitely stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. As always, this is Piper signing off.